What's going on, everybody? It is time. The week we've all been waiting for, Rivalry Week here at Vanguard Fantasy Football League. It's an exciting week. We've got a lot of games to get to, so let's get started. First off, we got Uncle Brock going up against I Am a Man 13. The battle will be old guys, the Unk Bowl, whatever you want to call it. It was a great matchup. Uncle Brock got a great performance from Kareem Hunt out of Kansas City. He got 21.3 points, 22 carries, 78 yards, and 2 touchdowns, including that one you saw right there. It's really awesome to see Kareem Hunt back in Kansas City where he started after his stint in Cleveland, and hey, he's doing it like he used to. And Uncle Brock also got a great performance from the Washington Commanders defense and special teams. They put up 70.5 points. They got 2 interceptions. They only allowed 7 points, only allowed 180 yards. They had 2 sacks, and they also got the pick 6 that you saw earlier, and they forced the fumble as well. But I Am a Man got a great performance from Brian Thomas out of Jacksonville. He put up 18.6 points. And hey, the young rookie out of LSU has been a great pickup. He's been a stud. He is the 6th ranked receiver overall in fantasy. What a great pickup from man. He is a stud. He's got a bright future there in Jacksonville. And I Am the Man also got a performance from who else? Lamar Jackson, the reigning MVP of the league. He put on an explosive Monday night performance, 51.4 points. He had 281 yards, 5 touchdowns, 9 carries, 52 yards. Lamar Jackson, hey, he's looking like he might win MVP once again. Look at that bomb number, Rashad Bateman. I mean, he has, I believe, only 2 interceptions on the year and he's completing nearly 70% of his passes. But it wouldn't be enough as Uncle Brock gets the win, 202 to 157 to go to 3-4 on the season. Hey, Uncle Brock, hey, he might be a sleeper here in fantasy this year. I Am a Man falls to 4-3. Next up, we got the Young Ass Killers going up against the new guy, one of our new players this year in Vanguard Fantasy Football League. Some old friends going at it. Young Ass Killers got a really good performance, really solid performance from Geno Smith out of Seattle. People are still writing him off, but guess what? He's still not writing back. 23.7 points, 18 of 28, 207 and 2 touchdowns. Young Ass Killers also got a great performance by the Cincinnati Bengals defense and special teams. They got 91.8 points, and they found a way to get it done. 2 interceptions, 14 points allowed, 4 sacks, a forced fumble, and that touchdown you saw right there. I mean, they were just smothering the Cleveland Browns. As you see, they get a sack on the starting quarterback. There's a Browns starting quarterback went out with a torn Achilles. The backup came in, and guess what? It wasn't any better. The new guy also got a great performance from Bijan Robinson out of Atlanta, 28.8 points, 21 carries, 103 yards, and this touchdown that you'll see right here. It was really good to see the young guy get a bounce back game. He's had an up and down season. Some would call it a sophomore slump, but hey, he had a great game. Even though they lost against Seattle, he was a shining bright light for Atlanta. And the Los Angeles Rams defensive special teams also put up a great performance for the new guy. They put up 70.2 points. They had 3 interceptions. They only allowed 15 points. And on Sunday, they made sure there would be no Minshew magic, no Minshew mania, only Minshew misery as they just smothered the Raiders. It was a very, very close game, but they got 3 interceptions against Minshew, just made him miserable. And it would be enough as the new guy would pull through in a very, very close game against the Young Ass Killers, 178 to 169. The new guy improves to 4-3 on the season, and Young Ass Killers fall to 2-5. Next up, we got Dem Headhunters going up against Booty Flakes. Some more old friends going up against each other. My apologies. Dem Headhunters got a great performance. Hey, his nickname is not an accident. Tank just barreling through the defense. Tank Bigsby had a Jacksonville, 30.8 points in London, 26 carries, 118 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was just, hey, feed the young fella, feed the young fella. Dem Headhunters also got a great performance from Breece Hall. We all know what Breece Hall can do coming off that injury. He is still as explosive as ever, and he's been a lone bright spot for the that's dysfunctional Jets team. And Aaron Rodgers has not been himself. Robert Saleh got fired, but Breece Hall is still doing it like he knows how. And Booty Flex got a great performance from the always reliable Amon-Ra St. Brown. I mean, he is just the model of consistency. He's had double digits in every game except for week 1. He put up 28.2 points here in week 7, 8 receptions, 112 yards. And he also got a great performance from Baker Mayfield. He didn't have his best game. A lot of his yards came tied up in garbage time as they lost this game to the Ravens. But hey, Baker Mayfield is still having a great year. I believe he's second in the league in passing yards, number 1 in touchdowns. So, I mean, he is a MVP candidate for sure. He had 2 interceptions in this game, but he still managed to put up 32 points, 370 yards. And Booty Flakes got the win against them Headhunters to move to 4-3 on the season. He wins this game 192-164 in this interconference matchup. Them Headhunters fall to 3-4 on the season. Our penultimate game is Team Reese going up against Team P Head. Them ABC boys. That's one of those if you know type things. And wait, what's that sound? Y'all hear that? That is the Philadelphia Eagles defense going up for 96.6 points. They only allowed 3 points. They had 8 sacks. It was a great game for a struggling team. They didn't have any turnovers, but you don't need a turnover when the quarterback doesn't have time to throw and the running backs don't have anywhere to go. And Team Reese also got a great performance from Derrick Henry. King Henry put up 31.7 points. Look at that long run with those strides. He's just a big back and you can't stop him. King Henry coming for the crown once again. 15 carries, 169 yards. He also caught a pass that went for the end zone. You'll see it right here. I mean, he has just been his old dominant self and he's added a different dynamic to that Ravens team. But would it be enough as P got a great performance from Saquon in his homecoming to New York? I'm coming home. I'm coming home. He got 32.7 points, 76 yards, my apologies, a touchdown, 2 receptions, 11 yards. He just dominated the Giants and let them know exactly what they're missing there in New York, a dynamic back, an MVP candidate like Saquon Barkley. And I don't think our graphic is coming up here, but P also got a great performance from Joe Mixon, who got 2 touchdowns on the day. And Joe Mixon has been really good for the Texans. He paced them today. I believe the Texans lost this game by 2 points. CJ Stroud didn't have his best day, but hey, Joe Mixon still had a great game and kept them in this game, gave them a chance to win. But it wouldn't be enough as Team Reese gets the win 245-194. This was a battle of 2 of the best teams in our league. Coming into this game, they were both at the top of their respective conferences, and they both go to 5-2 on the season. Our last game is going to be the Tigers versus the Legends. We've seen these two before, but hey, these teams look very different than we've seen them in the past. The Tigers were 0-6 coming into this game. Let's see if they could get a win, as they have Jalen Hurts, who put up 30.7 points. He had 114 yards through the air, a touchdown, and that bomb that you just saw to A.J. Brown. They kept it really simple against New York. Kept it on the ground, didn't throw it a whole bunch. They mostly fed the game through Saquon, but hey, every Sunday you know you're going to see this. El Tush, the push. The tush push. He got 2 touchdowns on the ground through that tush push, and the Tigers also got a great performance from Mr. Jahmyr Gibbs, who got 41 points. Oh my gosh, he is a stud. 15 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns, including a 40-plus yard TD. He also got it done through the air, 4 receptions, 44 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs has had double digits in every single game this year. He is one of the most consistent players in fantasy football. Would it be enough for the Tigers to get their first win as the Legends? I mean, the Legends always seem to have Josh Allen somehow, and he did like he usually does. 30 points, 21 of 33, 323 yards and 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen has done a great job with limited weapons. He's getting his weapons together now as Keon Coleman is emerging as a star, and he got that touchdown to his new receiver, Amari Cooper. But Josh Allen is just doing things that he always does. He is showing up and showing out for the Legends this year. And the Legends also got a performance from Drizzy Drake May, the Patriots rookie quarterback, put up 26 30.8 points, 26 of 37, 276, and 2 touchdowns. Now, the New England Patriots did lose this game in Jacksonville. In London to Jacksonville, but the Rook was out there slinging it nevertheless. He is definitely showing flashes of being great. I mean, look at this pass, pinpoint accuracy, puts it over that shoulder. I mean, it's going to be really hard for Drake May to be the best that the Patriots ever had, but he's definitely showing flashes of being the best that they've had in quite some time. And the Legends pull away with the win against the Tigers. Yikes. The Tigers fall to 0-7 on the year as they lose 221 and 204, and the Legends move to 5-2. My apologies. It was a great game, but wasn't enough for those Legends who are a threat once again in this league. They've won multiple championships and they're trying to win another one. Let's look at our standings. We got a new number one in the league. Team Maurice is the number one team in the league at 5-2 atop his conference, atop the league. The number two team in the league is going to be the Legends, also at 5-2. 3, 4, and 5 are also going to be made up in the Vanguard Football Conference. What a rivalry week, guys. We had some great games. We had some blowouts, but we also had some close games. Great performances. It was so exciting to share another rivalry week with you guys, and I can't wait to see you in the playoffs.